to click here. And now I want to talk about some of the special orders, which is scaled order, TWAP, and conditional. However, I believe scaled order and also TWAP are the most common special orders that people use. So I'm going to talk about two of these today. So the scaled order is you're going to place an order between two ranges you decide. For example, so let's say you want to buy Bitcoin between 100K to 90K, and how much you want to buy, let's say 1,000 US dollar. And between those two prices, 100K and 90K, you're going to buy 1,000 US dollars. But how many orders do you want to place? So 1,000 divided by, let's say, 2 orders or 10 orders, or we could put up to, I think, 50 orders at this moment. So we could also put 50 orders. Let's say we put 50 orders and buy. That means we are going to place 50 orders equally between 100K and 90K. You could also change the amount of Bitcoin by order depending on the price. Here you can choose flat or increasing or decreasing, whichever you want, whatever you want, you can choose. I'm not going into too much details, but this is very, very useful. When you want to buy the dip, you can put order between, let's say for now, maybe 110K to 100K or 90K. You can put, let's say, buy 1 Bitcoin with the 50 orders. So you can immediately put the 50 orders between those two prices for the amounts that you want to buy. This is quite useful. But also at the same time, you can place this order for the sell. When you take a profit for the certain price range, this is quite useful. Please remember this, how to use this. And if you're not really interested in keeping this order anymore, you can cancel all and it's all gone. This is quite useful, right? And the next thing I want to explain to you is TWAP. What is TWAP? But have you heard of dollar cost average? This is kind of the similar concept, but you decide how often or how long you're going to buy this Bitcoin for. Let's say you're going to buy Bitcoin, total quantity, you put, this time, I don't know how much I can buy, but 0. Or let's say I'm going to use 100% of my USDT or USD to buy Bitcoin. And let's say you want to buy Bitcoin for the next 7 days, and every hour or 2 hours, or you can say every 6 hours. And you can place an order. This is something we can do with the TWAP. This is quite amazing, right? This is very, very useful. And these order types are not just for spot, but also that's applicable for futures too. So if you go to the futures tab and you see all the same thing, except we additionally see TP and SL. TP is take profit, SL is stop loss. Let me explain to you what it is. So let's say I'm going to buy Bitcoin here at how much we want to buy. Let's say I'm going to do buy the deep order. So I'm going to put buy order at 115,000, and I'm going to buy, let's say, 0.1 Bitcoin and TP and SL. This is something I'm going to place. So take profit, once we buy the Bitcoin, where do you want to take a profit at? This is the take profit order. So let's say if I can buy a Bitcoin at 115,000, I want to take a profit at, let's say, 120K. Yes. So for the buy order, take profit order should be above the buying price. Okay. And on the other hand, stop loss order, SL, stop loss order is going to be below the buying price for the buy order. So let's say I'm going to take a loss at 114,000. Okay. And I can place an order like this. So this order is not filled yet, so I can check here, open orders, go down below, and BTC perp, limit order, it's a buy long order, and my buying price is 115,000, and quantity is 0.1 Bitcoin. And your take profit and stop loss order is going to be showed up here. And if you want to cancel it, you can just click cancel. Boom. And one thing I want to highlight is that we can do the margin order for the spot. What is margin order? Let's take a look. So spot, and you get to choose margin. Margin is also available for the market order too. And what we have to be careful is that it says balance. Balance meaning how much I can possibly buy with my collaterals or monies in my account. And this is going to be changed depending on how much leverage you're going to take. Cross margin overview, it says here 7 times. If I change that to, let's say, 5 times and click confirm, this value is going to change. I don't like to take too much leverage. So I'm going to change that to, let's say, maybe just 3%. It could be go up to 10, but depending on your preference. Or I can just say 5 or 6. Let's just say 5 and confirm. And I'm going to now buy 0.02 Bitcoin, which is more money than I have, right? And that means I'm going to borrow about $866 at the interest rate of 5.97%, which is a market rate on this exchange. And quantity, meaning 0.02 Bitcoin, is $2,366. And this is market order. Let's place it, okay? Click buy. Okay, this is executed. And what's happened to my account? Balance, I'm going to have now 0.02 or a little bit more Bitcoin. And look at this. Now, my USDC is in negative, meaning I borrow some money. If you see borrows, I see borrow amounts. So we have to be careful about this. Now I'm borrowing money to buy Bitcoin. And when we want to, let's close this position, I have to sell this Bitcoin to repay this amount, right? So let's say I'm going to sell